Yes people, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a little work on the Mark III TT. So I'll just show you where it is now. It's on the driveway and it's the first time it's ever sat here, to be honest. So here she is, she's just sat here. We'll get straight into it in a second, what we're going to be doing. But first of all, I'm just going to go around the car and talk about a few things that I have done previously and I haven't recorded for you guys, just to keep you up to date. And for anyone who's new here, I'll go over every modification I've done up to date. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is my Mark III Audi TT. It's the 2 litre TFSI. It's actually a bit poorly at the minute. It's blowing blue smoke on startup. So last video I changed the PCV valve and it hasn't solved it. So I think on research it's a valve seal not seating correctly. I've got no time to sort that right now. This car in the next 3 weeks, I think it's 3 weeks time, this will be going around Europe. I don't want to chance it getting it into the garage because if anything obviously goes wrong or they can't get parts, I'm fucked. I haven't got a car and I need to go on. I want to go on this trip. I paid for it. The car's going to be staying here for now until the trip, basically. I've got breakdown cover, but I'll be getting it just before we go. It's only smoking on startup, so I think I'll be all right. As soon as we get back, I've got warranty. It's going in. I'm going to get it into the garage and get this problem sorted because it's only done 42,000 or 43,000 now, and it's smoking, so it's obviously not ideal. So before we get into the new modification we're going to be doing to the car, it is going to be a modification on the front end. It's nothing massive, but it is going to make a big difference. So we'll just get into it and talk about some of the modifications on this car. Well, I'll talk to all of them. There isn't that many, it's just a lot of stuff that have made big changes. We'll get into the modifications, get you all up to date on what I've done up to date, and then we'll get onto the new part. So as you can see here, the car has changed a lot. It started off as a Nardo grey Audi TT and it was not modified at all. It had black wheels, that was it, which are now on my girlfriend's Scirocco. As you see on the channel, you'll see a video on that. So as you can see, the car is now purple. It has been fully wrapped. It's had door shuts, returns, everything done. It's had a professional job done by my mate at LC Wraps, and the quality is amazing. And basically the car looks brand new. It looked really good anyway with the original paint because it was really good condition. Nothing sanded down under it or anything. It's just wrapped straight over, and yeah. So when I pull this off, the colour will still be good underneath. So we've got two decent colours. We've got Nardo grey underneath this, and obviously we've got the purple, which looks amazing. It's a bit dirty right now, but in the sun this colour pops. And as you can see here, coming on to probably my favourite modification, we have the massive Porsche style rear wing. As you can see, it like swoops under and then goes over the top. This wing is fully carbon fibre, so it's no fake carbon fibre shite. This is real carbon fibre. Now I love this wing. Like, it was so easy to install. For anyone who wants to know how to install it, I can do a video on that for you. Obviously I can't install it, but I can tell you how we did it. We did it on the driveway. One thing that does let this down, when I'm looking in the mirror, there's quite a lot of movement in this. Like, it's not by here, like where these are okay, it's like on the ends, like so much movement. So when you're doing like 70 mile an hour, you can see this moving up and down quite a bit. So I am a bit scared to go fast with it, but it's carbon fibre, so nothing should happen. So we swapped out the badges, so we got now gloss black badges on the back. We've got my private plate, 3D gel plates. These are getting taken off today and I'm putting normal plates on, all because they have a UK logo here for the trip, because I don't want to be putting the UK sticker on. So if you've got the UK thing on your plate, you're good. Coming down, we've added some side spats here. These are from Maxton Design. Also, we've got the Maxton Design rear diffuser with the fins, which makes the back end look so much more aggressive. The only thing I don't like is the tips are quite far in. As you can see here, the tips are quite far in, but something we could sort out in the future if I do an exhaust change. As you can see at the bottom, we have the Maxton Design side splitters. So easy to install, guys, literally self-tappers. They come with it, self-tapper it in, make sure you line it up correct. You can't really say much more, so easy. We've got black wing mirror covers. These are getting changed. I've got carbon fibre ones on the way. I was hoping they'd be here already so I could put them on in this video, but these are getting changed because the paint job on these is rubbish. The roof's been wrapped in black, so obviously it contrasts nice. We don't want it purple, it'll be too much purple. We've got my sun strip here with my YouTube on it. Obviously some people said it looks tacky, but I know it does. It doesn't look the best, but it's for advertisement, obviously, for my YouTube, and it does work because when I drive up and down the motorway, I do get people follow me, which is kind of cool. So now we come on to the wheels. So as you can see here, these wheels are FreeSDM 0.01s, I think. Yeah, they are. They are such a nice wheel on this car. The colour of these, the chrome with the purple, it goes like black. I was going to go black, but I'm so happy I went with these. And then we're running a set of Falcon tyres just there. So we've got a full set of the same tyres. They're really good tyre. This car's four-wheel drive anyway, so you know the tyres don't have to be amazing on this thing. It grips and goes. So now we come to the front, and as you can see here, we have a Maxton design front splitter. Again, very easy to fit, but the front bumper, it has to come off. I would recommend do not self-tap these in, because I have done it on a previous car and I literally got down the road, got up to good speed, and it just ripped the self-tappers out. So make sure you bolt this on. So the bumper pads come off. I have broke it, you can see just by here. Literally on my first drive out, going down a country lane, I was going really slow and I hit this one dip, and yeah, I heard it go and I was like, oh dear, we broke it. So another modification that I've literally only just done, we have the TTS dash layout, and when I open the door it comes up on there saying TTRS. This is not a TTRS, I just like the look of it on the dash. I much prefer this. We got the oil temps down here, we've got the boost gauge which we can clearly see, we've got our coolant, so everything is on the screen now, clear as day. At first I didn't think the boost one on that worked, but it does, so that is pretty good one to have. So if you're going to fit the spoiler on the back, you do need to code the original spoiler out if you've got the active aero one. For that I used OBD11, same for this here. So to change this I used OBD11. I will do a video on that soon, how to do it. I'll show you with OBD11 how to do it, because once you do program it to the car, it doesn't automatically go on there, you do have to go through the settings to find it. Now I'm not sponsored by OBD11 or anything like that, but it's just to help you Mark III TT guys out, because a few of you have asked, so I will do a video on that for you. But yeah, this is a really cool setup. So I've done absolutely no performance mods. Now I wanted to, and I still do want to, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because obviously with the problem we got with the engine blowing out blue smoke, if I had any modifications in the engine, that would void my warranty. So I'm kind of glad I haven't done anything to the engine, so it will be good to get sorted. But once it's sorted and I know it's safe to start boosting more power, we will do some more modifications to the engine. We will start the modifications to the engine. But anyway, that's a quick catch up on where we're at. As you can see, the car looks absolutely beautiful. But today, the main reason of this video is we're fitting this honeycomb front grille here, and it says Quattro across the bottom here, which is so cool, so much better than that thing. So I have noticed this one comes with parking sensor holes here and here. My car doesn't have that, but that's not a problem. There's just two holes, I don't give a shit. I need to get this bumper off for the third time. It came off for the wrap, and it came off for the splitter, now it's coming off again for the grille. So I'm pretty clued up on how to get this bumper off, so it will be off pretty fast. This grille also comes with TTRS logo and some other crap, but I'm not putting this on, don't worry. Nah, that's not going on. This is not a TTRS, this is not even a TTS, it's just a TT. So to get this bumper off, you do not need to jack the car up, literally turn your wheels anyway, doesn't matter which way, just so you can get the bolts inside here. You're going to need the bonnet up, because you need to take this off here, this piece, so I'll show you how to get that off, because if you've never done it before, obviously there's like a lip in there. So if you see in there, you can't see on here, but there is a lip, you push it in and pull that off, literally all you do. And then this cover here pulls off just like that. So it's not hard at all to take this bumper off. So you just take that off there, and then if you see on the top here, there's a bolt here and a bolt here, so that's two you need to get off here. And as you can see, this is where the grille's been wrapped, so it's chrome underneath, but someone's wrapped it in the past. So this is the same for both sides. There's 3 bolts, there's one there, and one there, and then once that's out the way, you can sort of move this guard, and there's literally one bolt right on the end just there. Undo that, and then that's all that holds these side pieces on. So once that's undone, you can literally pull these out, but don't do that until you've undone all the bolts. So I'm going to go ahead now, undo the top ones, undo the side ones, and then I'm going to take the bottom ones off, and I will tell you how many there are, and I'll show you where they go. Once they're off, the bumper is pretty much ready to come off. The only other thing is the line for the headlight washers. That's obviously got to be disconnected, and you will lose window washer fluid, so it's best just to get a container or something to catch that. I don't know if I've got one, so if not, it's going on the floor. So there we have it. Front bumper is now off. So there is 11 bolts underneath, I think, to hold it on. I took 15 off because I took the 2 that hold this cover on here. I just normally undo the bolts I see, to be honest, but I can't wait. There is about 11 bolts holding the underneath on. So once that's undone, there is a plug. So there's nothing on the driver's side. The passenger side, there's a plug here. So you got to get this off. And then there's the headlight washer thingy, as you can see, which is dribbling. That is literally just 2 blue squeezy things, and you just pull it off. As easy as that. So yeah, now we got that off, we can get to the back of the bumper, and we need to get to the bolts behind the grille. There's a few bolts holding this grille on, like up here. So we just get those off, get this out the way, and then we can start pulling it out. So behind the bumper we'll have this line here. Try not to get any holes or anything in this, or squeeze it. I don't know if it does anything if you squeeze it while it's off, but try not to squeeze this or anything. So I'm pretty sure this is to do with when you crash. Does it sense it and then push the bonnet up? I'm not sure what this is actually for, but I know if it gets squished during a crash, it does something. I'm not entirely sure, I ain't gonna lie, but just try not to damage this. So obviously you pull this out of here, because you need to remove the, I just took that out the way. You need to remove this foam thing out of here. This is a bit awkward with one hand, guys, so I apologise for a second. So I'm going to get this foam thing out, so bear with me. So the foam thing is just between these clips here, so push down the bottom ones and they slide out. Now we need to move this mechanism out the way, so these come off here. So they come out the way. I think we have to take it off here as well. Is that connected to the grille? Yeah, it looks like it is. So yeah, I'm going to take this mechanism off as well. So yeah, to remove this off there, it's literally just 2 screwdrivers. So you're going to need a screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver for this. So that's off. I've moved the clips. There is another clip by here, I think. Yeah, so just leave that over there for now. And then we're going to undo all these screws that we can see on here. So we're going to get all these out now. Remove your headlight washer line from the bottom here, because there's more screws to get at the bottom. So this piece here sits at the top of here, so you're going to need to pull that off. There's screws there, get them out, and then it literally just pulls out of the bottom of this. So don't be afraid to give it a pull. I'm guessing we're going to need that because that's what this bolts to, so just get that off and out the way, and then you've got a view of where we're unclipping this bumper, this grille. The last time I got this grille off, I ain't gonna lie, it was a nightmare to get off. The clips were a pain in the ass, so hoping it goes easier this time now I've had it off, but I can't really remember how to do it. So there we have it. Grille is now out. It was actually really easy. So just pull back these side parts here, get it off the top bits first, and there's a screw in this, make sure they come out the way, there and there, and then literally it just pulls off. You've got to give it a bit of force, but it comes off with a pull. So we've got this off now. Now I'm going to get the new one and line it up to the car, or the bumper. Hopefully it fits well. Should do, so let's give it a try. I ain't gonna lie, getting that back in is a bit of a fight, but we have it, it's in. And it's so much more clean now. Got the quattro across the bottom here. So I've got it back in, I just need to get everything put back together. So the number plate, obviously I'd love to keep it like this with no number plate, but I don't want the number plate stuck to the side, I don't like it. So I will be putting the number plate holder back on. But for now it's staying off because the car's staying here until we go on the road trip. It's going to be getting serviced just before we go. So you will see that in a video, me servicing this. If anyone wants to try and service their TT themselves, then obviously I'll talk you through it. But that'll be literally not like a couple of days before we go on the trip. So I'll be servicing it. Right now, basically reverse. All the screws back in, everything back on, make sure everything goes in the right place where it's meant to go, and then we can get this bumper back on the car. So guys, we now have, well, I now have the bumper back on. This grille, it didn't fit 100%, and the bumper was really hard to get back on. I don't know if it's like that goes in more, but it's, for some reason it's like touching the crash bar, the foam pad, which it wasn't before, I don't think, because there's 2 bolts anyway, I couldn't get back in. But the bumper is secure, it ain't going nowhere. I've literally ragged on it, it's not going nowhere. And I didn't realise, obviously, this has parking sensors. My car doesn't, so I'm gonna have 2 holes there, but it's not the end of the world. This grille came from China, so it is a China special. It was about £250. The quality of it is good, but I don't know, it was a bit hard to fit. But it fits nice. Like it's all tucked in nice. It goes where it should go. But like I said, I couldn't get 2 bolts back in the bottom of the bumper. I don't know why, but I haven't. So yeah, that is going to be the end of the video, guys. The front grille is now installed, as you can see here. It looks so aggressive now. I will be putting the front number plate on the grille. I don't want it on the side. I haven't got one of them sticky ones anyway. But yeah, front number plate will be going on here. I just think it looks better with the honeycomb style, because it goes with these down here obviously. So yeah, that'll be the end of the video. Hope you found it useful on how to fit this. If you have any questions, please give me a message and I will help with I'll try my best to help. I might give the car a wash now the sun's out, because it is filthy. Yeah, give it a wash. Right, so yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Like, comment and subscribe. Peace.